Insufficient relevant content to generate a news report. 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 China Daily Briefing. November 21, 2024. 1. The Sub-Forum on Low-Altitude Economic Development Strategy at the Greater Bay Area Science Forum was held in Nansha District, Guangzhou. Nearly 200 renowned scientists, researchers, experts, and scholars from around the world participated in the conference to discuss the development of the low-altitude economy, including key technologies, supportive policies, and practical application scenarios. 2. China has established the National Milu Protection Research Center in Beijing, marking a new step in the scientific protection of Milu deer and other deer species. Since 1985, China has gradually introduced 77 Milu deer from abroad, and through artificial breeding and rewilding measures, the current population of Milu deer in China has exceeded 10,000. 3. The Hong Kong Apple Daily was once the most popular tabloid in the city, known for its criticism of the powerful Chinese Communist Party. However, in 2021, under the national security law imposed by China, the newspaper was forced to shut down, and founder Jimmy Lai and 6 executives were charged with colluding with foreign forces. Lai stated in court that the core values of Apple Daily actually reflect the core values of the people of Hong Kong. 4. The president of Brazil's National Council for Scientific and Technological Development, Galvão, stated that China and Brazil have a long history of climate cooperation, and he praised China's strong efforts in sustainable energy production. He believes that short-sighted economic strategies cannot address long-term issues like climate change, and countries need to cooperate through comprehensive international agreements and sustainable development strategies. Overall, these articles cover various topics including the Greater Bay Area Science Forum, the protection of Milu deer in China, the closure of Hong Kong's Apple Daily, and China-Brazil climate cooperation, highlighting the latest developments and important information in these fields. The content is rich and informative, providing readers with a comprehensive understanding. Insufficient relevant content to generate a news report. Insufficient relevant content to generate a news report. Insufficient relevant content to generate a news report. Here is a briefing summarizing the core information from the provided articles. November 21, 2024 briefing. Topic: Trump administration appoints Lutnick as Commerce Secretary, challenges in Canada-US trade relations. 1. Trump nominated Wall Street executive Lutnick as Commerce Secretary to implement his protectionist trade agenda. Lutnick lacks experience in trade, but his support for tariffs indicates he will continue Trump's protectionist policies. 2. The Canadian government is intensifying efforts to lobby the Trump administration and its allies to avoid tariffs or losing the free trade agreement with the U.S. senior officials, including the Foreign Minister, Industry Minister, and Trade Minister, have held talks with U.S. Republican senators to seek support. 3. Former U.S. Trade Representative Lighthizer has maintained contact with Canadian Deputy Prime Minister Freeland, providing the Canadian government with important channels to Trump's circle. Additionally, former Ambassador to Canada, Kraft, has also assisted the Canadian government. 4. Despite some concerns regarding Lutnick's nomination, he has not yet sparked any controversy in Congress. The Canadian government is closely monitoring personnel changes in the Trump administration and employing various diplomatic measures to minimize trade impacts on Canada. In summary, as Trump's economic team gradually takes shape, the Canadian government is ramping up its response efforts to avoid severe losses due to U.S. protectionist policies. 2024 Radiation Protection Annual Seminar Briefing. November 21, 2024. Main content. 1. From October 20 to 24, 2024, the Australian Radiation Protection Society, ARPS, held its annual meeting at the Pacific Bay Resort in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales, with the theme Radiation Protection from Bananas to Ships. 2. Dr. Gillian Hurst, CEO of the Australian Radiation Protection and Nuclear Safety Agency, ARPANSA, delivered the opening keynote speech titled Radiation Protection Management in a Rapidly Changing Environment. The conference covered topics such as medical radiation, environmental monitoring, non-ionizing radiation, and regulatory frameworks. 3. On the final day, a special international radon seminar was held, where experts from various countries shared the latest research findings and regulatory methods, including workplace radon, measurement techniques, and health impacts. 4. The conference also featured an exhibition area showcasing radiation detection equipment, nuclear science organizations, and radiation safety service providers. Social events included a welcome reception, gala dinner, and networking opportunities. 5. The conference concluded with the presentation of the Radiation Protection Contribution Award, and the next ARPS meeting will be announced in the coming months. Overall, this conference focused on cutting-edge technologies and regulatory dynamics in radiation protection, providing a platform for industry professionals to engage and learn. Here is a briefing summarizing the core information from the provided articles. Singapore, unexpected discovery of World War II bomb. On November 21, a World War II bomb was discovered near Lornie Road in Singapore, which was confirmed to be safe by the bomb disposal team and subsequently removed. The bomb was found near Keppel Club, prompting authorities to evacuate and cordon off the area, but the overall impact was minimal. Philippines-U.S. cooperation on South China Sea issues. The U.S. is supporting the Philippines in the South China Sea through the Iyungan Task Force, providing intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance support. This reflects the strengthening of U.S.-Philippines defense cooperation, although the Philippines side emphasizes that this remains a purely Philippine operation, with the U.S. providing only supportive services. Tensions between China and the Philippines in the South China Sea continue to rise, but both sides have reached a temporary arrangement, with no new conflicts reported. U.S. Thanksgiving travel predictions. A record 79.9 million Americans are expected to travel during this Thanksgiving, with 71.7 million choosing to drive. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation predicts the worst congestion will occur from Monday to Wednesday afternoons, advising travelers to avoid peak times. Gas prices are expected to drop below $3 per gallon, marking the lowest level since 2021. Singapore badminton player Yeo Jia Min defeats Indian star Sindhu. World number 13 Yeo Jia Min defeated world number 19 Sindhu in the round of 16 at the China Masters, with scores of 21-16, 17-21, 23-21. This victory marks Yeo Jia Min's first win over Sindhu, ending a 5-year winless streak against her. She attributed her success to tactical adjustments and maintaining composure. This win elevates Yeo Jia Min to a personal best ranking of 13, having defeated several top 10 players this year. November 21, 2024 briefing. Topic: Indian business tycoon Adani Group faces corruption charges from U.S. federal prosecutors. Key information. 1. U.S. federal prosecutors have charged Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani and 6 of his relatives and executives with bribing Indian government officials with $250 million to secure favorable solar power contracts. 2. The charges allege that Adani Group and its subsidiary Adani Green Energy concealed this corrupt behavior and raised $750 million from U.S. investors through deceptive statements. 3. In addition to violating the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, Adani Group is also accused of securities fraud and telecommunications fraud. Furthermore, 3 former executives of the Canadian Pension Fund (CDPQ) have been charged with obstructing justice. 4. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has also filed a civil lawsuit, accusing Adani Group and its executives of making false statements while raising funds from U.S. investors. 5. These charges could pose significant financial and reputational risks to Adani Group, which had previously been accused of blatant accounting fraud, stock price manipulation, and money laundering by a small investment firm in New York. Summary: this major allegation once again places Adani Group in the spotlight, facing serious legal and reputational risks. The incident also highlights the severity of corruption issues in India's business sector, raising concerns about India's sustainable development. Here is a briefing summarizing the core information from the provided articles. November 21, 2024 Briefing, Al Jazeera. 1. India and Spain have partnered to establish a C-295 military aircraft manufacturing facility in Vadodara, marking India's first military aircraft final assembly line set up by the private sector. The project will produce a total of 56 aircraft, with 16 assembled in Seville, Spain, and 40 manufactured in India. 2. Trump's election has sparked controversy over his policy of mass deportation of illegal immigrants. Some commentators argue that this will tear families apart, while others believe that as long as individuals enter legally, family separation will not be an issue. Former Deputy Director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement Tom Homan has been appointed as the border czar, having received a presidential-level honor during the Obama administration and being regarded as an outstanding law enforcement officer. 3. Former British Deputy Prime Minister John Prescott has passed away at the age of 86. He was a key figure in Tony Blair's new Labour government, known for his straightforward and unrefined style, and gained notoriety for punching a man who threw an egg at him during a campaign. 4. Investigative reports have revealed the exploitation of migrant workers in some factories in Prato, Italy, that manufacture luxury handbags, where workers face poor working conditions and low wages. Overall, these articles cover topics including India and Spain's military cooperation, controversies surrounding U.S. immigration policy, the passing of a British political figure, and exploitation issues within Italy's luxury goods manufacturing industry. The briefing highlights the most valuable information points and provides a concise summary of the article content.